we live?
Yes!
Is this working?
Welcome to Monday Night Live!
Hello everybody. I'm just gonna wait. Oh, we've already got people here. Woohoo. First one to comment, Remy.
Hey, Remy!
Oh, we got CJM. Hello, Jeremy and Carmela. Tabitha. Hello. Little Homestead by the Beach. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Bucket List Homestead.
You gotta let us know how we're coming in tonight since we're doing something a little different. What are we doing different tonight, babe?
We are pinging off of our cell phone data. So we got a phone booster, and apparently you are clearer, says
Wow,
Marilyn.
all right.
Hello, Billy Lee. Hello, Gardner Josh. Welcome, everybody. So now you guys can see what we really look like, maybe. Like on a comparison, some of you have come to our lives before. How much clearer are we? And if it cuts out too, this is our first time. So there may be some technical difficulties and issues, but is it clear? Can you hear us okay? How is the signal?
Yeah, I've run all my tests on it. The speed tests weren't as promising as I thought, but the latency is exponentially better.
Don't move too fast because we become blurry.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Should we?
I shall stay still or not talk.
I'm not
with my
gonna.
lips.
Sounds as usual. Okay, sound is fine. Look clear. All right. So
We
we're
said
gonna have.
even Mike looks good with the phone.
And there's no filter. Hashtag no filter. He is supporting his sling again, though. He's. It's like an up and hill. I don't want to move now because I'm like, am I blurry? It's an up and hill battle with this shoulder. So he still has to go back in and see his surgeon, which I've been nagging. I've been that naggy wife, but
Not at all.
no,
Not at all.
no, not at all. So how is everybody doing?
I should actually go through with it. I should film a little bit about going out and showing how much snow we actually have.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not doing it in a kilt like Sean did.
Sean in Alaska.
But
you should have told him. Okay, so Sean in Alaska just did this video, and he went out to go search for his drone, and he was wearing a kilt, which is per usual for him, but he was wearing his kilt, and the snow was a little bit deep, and so did you like mention you should have been wearing a blanket?
No, I missed it.
Hey,
what a
Croft.
prime opportunity.
We are trying out our phone data today to hope that it's better because we got a phone booster, but we're also so we're pinging off our phone data, but our phone data is not using our carrier because we're in the boonies and it picks up another tower. So I wanted to see if it was a little bit better than our typical country. Bucket List asks, how are the new babies? They are doing wonderful. They are jumping, playing, and growing as usual now. The first 24 hours was scary, though, for me. So, yeah it was. I was a worrywart. I didn't explain how, I knew how old they were as far as the timeline to when they were born, because I know the girl was born first and the boy was born second, because by the time I got to the babies, the male goat had his umbilical cord was still wet, and the female goat, her umbilical cord was still wet, but it was a little dry on the end. So she was born first and he was born second. I do know that. And they were pretty cold. They were bluish purple in their mouth and eyes. So
yeah, thank God you went out there and happened to climb in there to give them hay.
I know, and it was totally out of the blue too, because normally we feed them breakfast and dinner. And if it's a cold day out, we don't really go out. But Mike was actually at a neighbor's that day, And so I was going to fill the trailer with water, and Aiden was just screaming because, I mean, thank God for Aiden, because if he wasn't screaming, I wouldn't have checked on the goats. But I decided to get them some hay and water and found the babies. So let's see here. So, but they are doing great now. So once we moved them closer to the fire, they slowly, gradually started to pip up. And then now they're just playing and running around. And so all is good that way. Marilyn says, I got a little jump in my subs yesterday, so feeling very good. Sorry, I had to tell. No, share that. That stuff is awesome.
Congratulations.
It's exciting when that happens. It really, really is. I'm so happy that you made a channel too. Everybody, we have 3 boosters. So you could tell the story about, like, we were going to get the expensive booster.
Yes. And I've realized after doing enough research that the more you spend on a booster, typically the more power you get out of it.
Mhm.
So it'll just increase how strong the signal is inside and how much it can boost a weaker signal outside. I chose accordingly, got something closer to mid-range, and it seemed to work okay for this area.
I'm just going to turn these off.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
We have radios that we can hear from, like, the neighbors and whatnot.
Yeah, and usually I turn them off, but I forgot. Thorhaven, what's
Hey,
up?
Darren. I just watched that last video of yours. You know, I could never get away with doing that at work all day.
No. I said I made a Thorhaven made a video about working from home and the benefits to it. And there's a lot. And my response to it was, if only I had a job. I wish. I am actually starting to look for jobs. So if you guys know any at-home jobs that are good, that don't require heavy, like I do a lot of admin work. So if they don't require heavy internet as of right now, if you guys know of anything, let me know. I am keeping my eyes open. It's not like a have to or a must right now, but I am keeping my eyes open for that. So, you know, networking out there. Raptor Ranch, hello. We got 18 inches today and more snow, last big snow before spring. Yes.
18 inches of snow in one day.
Yeah, we got that.
I know.
Well,
I'm not hoping for that again.
No, I hope we don't get any more. We are actually, I want to check my phone, but I'm not going to. Wow, I'm feeling hyper tonight. Okay, what was I going to say now?
18 inches though.
Oh, we're supposed to have some mild temperatures this week.
Yes.
And then I think it was Thursday that said we're going to get rain, and it's supposed to be +5 Celsius. So
yeah, you were just going on about our roof makes noises.
Yeah, it does. It's like if the wind gets underneath it, it makes like a, and that's why Becca, she'll probably start going nuts here and there.
What's that?
Oh, I was just reading a message to Hickorycroft from Remy. I finished my mission. I emptied the fridge. Tomorrow's going to be rough. Lake Superior.
Or Lake Inferior. Isn't that?
I think that's what I've heard it referred to as, yeah. So on a scale of 1 to 10, or a scale of yes or no, is our internet better, or our live clear better than it was with our ExploreNet? Don't rock the table.
I know, she's just chewing on stuff she shouldn't have been.
Little House in the Big Woods says, I love the babies. Me too. And they have so I thought they were actually really small, but I've been looking at a lot of videos and they are on the smaller side, but June and B must have just had big babies last time, because these babies, both of them combined, probably equaled what Timmy was altogether. So they're pretty tiny compared to what Mama's had before, but June's also a really small goat. And well, hello, Bubba. June is a really small goat, And I knew she was pregnant. You could see, but I had no idea she would have had two. She wasn't that big, was she?
No,
No.
I thought for sure she'd just have one again.
I love my work. That's awesome. It's always good when you love your job. I don't think I could function at full capacity if I partook in some lunchtime drinks during a work day. I know I couldn't. This guy here could.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's partaking on a couple drinks right now.
I think they hit your liver a little bit easier than what the doctor usually prescribes. So
yeah. Service Canada has a bunch of call centers with pay pretty good, and I totally would do that. Except we don't have cell phone reception. We don't have a home line, and the home line that Bell would bring out here, they just kind of lay the line on the ground, and then we don't have good internet. So, yeah.
actually, we could probably get a home phone here.
We could get a home phone
I
here.
didn't think about that.
Yeah, no, we definitely could get a home phone here. But I just know, like, if you go to our old cabin, they got a Bell phone line.
Yeah.
And remember, all in the ditch, they just laid the wire on top of the ditch. They didn't bury it. So
Yeah.
every time there's a storm, it's
But
no good.
It would be different here because we're right off the poles. So
Hydro poles, though, are there Bell poles?
They would use it.
They would use the hydro poles? Oh. My Meg is buying 2 incubators. We are going to do our own chicks. That's awesome. And that is one thing that Mike and I talked about because we're on hydro. So maybe not right now, but we do want to make our own baby chicks.
Yeah, that's going to be something we're probably going to try and get into either late summer or maybe early fall. Spring? Is that where you're going?
Yeah, sorry. I glanced at Darren's comment.
What comment?
And behave and stop thinking about 18 inches of snow.
I see they've been telling stories about me again.
Stop. Okay, I can't. Blah, blah, blah. Go ahead, Mike. You can.
Some men are taller than others. We are under another storm.
Family
darn weather statement tonight. Freezing rain.
We are. My mom actually told me we are too.
Are we?
Yep. And she's like, "Did you get the rain yet?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" So.
Oh.
Which I hope not. I hope not. But I mean, rain is also. I'd rather freezing rain than snow. I think, as long as, because the temperatures are going up during the day, right? So tomorrow I think we're supposed to be in the pluses tomorrow, not 100%.
Okay.
So that I think would go away faster than the snow. I'm just done. Around this time every year, I'm done with winter. I'm just done. Done like dinner.
Got a little bit more time to go. Then we'll be out of it.
Little House in the Big Woods says we got a dab of snow, but we still have a lot. Same here.
Nice.
Bucket list, where are you located? Oh, Hickory says yes, much clearer.
Yay! Sorry.
Yeah. Like 10 being clearest. You guys look a lot clearer. That's awesome. Woohoo! Yes, it is. I think it's better. That's awesome. Sometimes small kids are good though. Easier on everyone when
Fair enough. Yeah. And mama and babies are doing good out there. They're nice and warm now. They're toasty. Mm-hmm. She's doing much better because she's always the smallest. Mm-hmm. And so she tends to have to fight for the food.
Yep.
And I found that typically I'll go out there and I'll feed most of them and save some in the bucket and pull her aside.
Yeah, and
feed her.
And when she had the babies, because once I came out and I was helping Aiden off the ice, I'm just gonna fix this here. She came out of the pen and started screaming at me too, and so I think Aiden was a combination of stuck, and then June was trying to tell me, "Babies are here," like she was trying to call for us. I think I could be wrong, but they know too, right? And ever since she's been in the barn, she's in the actual pole barn with us, not in the trailer, but she's in the pole barn. And I think I have a new appreciation for her. She is an easy milker. I didn't have to put her in the goat stand to get milk from her to feed the babies. She just let me milk her. And she's super calm when she's not with B. When she's with B, she cries all the time. And so now that there's a girl, because we're trying to keep them separate, but now that there's a girl that can stay with her all the time, I think that she might become a little bit different of a goat. So she is a good goat, but when she's around everybody else, she just
I'm not sold on that idea yet because I mean we thought the same thing when Timmy was born and he stayed with her quite a bit, but
and he doesn't anymore, but up until when he did, he was always with mom. Those two were two peas in a pod.
That's true. That's true.
And so now that she has her own little girl, I'm hoping however many Miss B gives us, they're all girls or a girl.
There still wasn't any babies out there today.
No.
We looked a few times.
I don't think she's, because we watched, you know, around the time of breeding, we definitely saw her get bred, and she's not due till March for sure.
That's why I couldn't find my phone.
Oh, is it over there?
The cat was laying on it.
Oh, and I mean, she could go early too. I don't know, but we're keeping an extra close eye on her. And normally I'm a stickler for that stuff. Like normally I see all that. Like,
yeah,
I had no idea she was that far along, Miss June. So,
well, she might not have been. She might.
I am thinking they were a little preemie.
Yeah,
because
they're birth a little preemie.
Yeah, their gum. So with baby goats, their top teeth, they do not come out until later, and their bottom teeth are usually through. And so one of the things I noticed right away with the babies was that their gums and their teeth were quite pink. So they weren't fully out of the gum line yet. Like the gums were still covering the teeth a little bit. And so that's a sign of like the babies being premature. But there's also been babies that have been born without any teeth. So like through the gum line. So I know they weren't extremely premature. I'm thinking maybe like a week or two, they were preemie, and maybe her little body just couldn't handle both of them anymore.
Maybe.
But
we can even see the details of the paint behind you. Sorry about that.
Yes, it's a trailer wall. Hello, Miss Grace.
We're living that trailer life.
It's negative Prepper 101. Hello. It's -1 here.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I don't know what it is here. What?
I don't know. My phone's way over there.
I'm not going to mess with it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mess with my phone. Yes, image is 9 out of 10, and it was like a 4 out of 10 before. So that's I should have done my makeup all the other times. I should have done it tonight. Just kidding. How are the babies doing? They are doing wonderful. They're totally acting like normal babies now.
That's okay, because you could show off your pretty toenails tonight.
You got to explain that now.
Oh, well, we decided we've been cooped up a while. And we
didn't decide that. That's true.
Wait, no, prefacing. So we've been cooped up a while. We haven't got out much. So we were down in town the other day, and we were shopping around and picking up some things. And we had this idea. We, as in this one, had a really good idea while we were in a really expensive store that we should like look around and pick some stuff out to make like a date night for each other. And so while in your favorite store,
the $50 store,
we picked up some things, and I ended up getting her a bunch of stuff for pedicure night. And so she got a nice little pedicure the other night.
Last night.
And I even painted her toes.
He did, and he did a really good job.
I had to get out my readers for it, though. I couldn't see that close.
He also got some readers at the dollar store. He put them on. He's like, okay, I'm going to invest in these. Like it was a couple bucks. I'm going to buy these, and I'm going to see if they, help me out at all over time. And if they do, he's going to get some better ones. But they really, really help him. We've reached that stage where teas and readers are nice.
Yeah, you know.
Mhm. Wait until you retire. You will drink after every project. I love being retired. That's awesome.
I have to watch it though because like it can get too habit forming. And so yeah, no, I drink here and there, and especially it's my favorite go-to for you know, um pain relief and stuff like that.
Yep. 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 You have Chanticleers, you will have chicks. We don't have a rooster now, though.
Yeah.
Yep. He was one of the ones that was taken in the fox attack.
Now,
So,
that being said, like everybody's always trying to get rid of roosters, so
yes, it's very true. And
we'll probably end up with a good rooster sooner
yeah,
or later.
and I promised Mike, I promised him that I'm not going to get any more animals other than ones that are born here until we set up the chicken coop. So right now we are down to 4 chickens and a turkey and then the goats. So are you okay, Bubba? You're good. He's just sorry. And so I definitely want more chickens, but they're not going to come to the property until we have a proper chicken coop built in the spring/summer. But before the chicken coop gets built, garden has to get done. So
Mhm.
I'm still waiting on some of my garden supplies. I've never really, I see all these people starting seeds, and I know I'm supposed to be. I have a few lights. My daughter actually had a plant business and she's kind of decreasing. And so I got some of her lights. She sold them to me. And so we have the setup, but I am waiting on something that should be here any day. And I am waiting on something, but I'm going to start my seeds, I think, next week. I usually start near the end of February, beginning of March, and I've never had any issues, but I really did want to start early this year. I just didn't because I don't have all the proper stuff yet. Or I do, but it's buried
We'll
in the
get there.
snow.
We're gonna.
Oh, I did get. I got to go get it. Go through the comments.
Okay. Yeah, we can go up there and dig some stuff out if you needed it.
Yeah. Are we back? Oh, we're back on regular internet. How clear are we now?
4 out of 10.
My hotspot just gave out. Yeah.
Grab my phone.
Well, we'll just leave it for
Okay.
right now. Are we worse than before?
Probably.
Okay. So I have to say this first. Okay, no, go ahead.
Some men are built different than others. That's right. All right. What are you gonna say?
Oh, sorry, I just knocked you in the head. Okay. So I got all of my seeds from the 2022 Canadian Seed Challenge, and the video is going up in a couple of days. But I also, Marilyn from Little Homestead by the Beach, did a video on something called the Long Keeper tomatoes. So she was eating fresh tomato or her garden grown tomatoes. Still, I think she still even has some now. And so she was growing them, and they are stored in a, like, once you pick them, you store them in a cool, dark place, and they're called long keeper tomatoes. And so I got those seeds today. I ended up finding them from I don't know how to say it. Is it Gaia?
Gaia.
And
Yeah,
so it
it's
came with
Gaia.
50 seeds. I am so excited to grow these because grocery store tomatoes are nowhere near regular tomatoes. Just or these tomatoes, like homegrown tomatoes. There, get my words right. So we got those seeds today and a couple other things. So I also got some black oil sunflower and then some garden huckleberry from them. So we'll be trying them. But the long keeper tomato, I'm super excited to grow. So yeah, that's okay. Moving on. We do hope it goes well. That was for Thor.
Praying that all the gods watch over you.
Hello. I don't want to butcher that name. I'm going to. Berksallen? Berkern?
B.
BB Kernsallen?
Baby Kern.
Well, we're butchering it.
Probably. But most people couldn't pronounce my last name, so.
Are you garden planning? Yes, we are planning. Yes.
We're always planning, though.
We're always,
too.
yeah, we always plan.
We don't always do, but we always plan. And that's usually from everything I've watched, the homesteading way.
Yes.
Plan
So yes,
10 times, do once.
I'm gonna start my pepper, onion, and I just learned rice seeds. Probably in the next little bit. But see, our seeds or our frost date, I believe it's in June. It's near the I think it says the end of May, but we never put anything out until June. So because we've experienced it. We've had hard frost here in the beginning of or in the middle of June. I think that was 2 years ago. Bucket list. Oh, you're so super close. We are about an hour and a half from there. That's awesome.
Wow, that is close.
Yes. Sean in Alaska, Monday Night Live. You missed the clear. You might have missed it. I don't know.
Yeah.
The clear picture.
I was just talking about how you were walking out to retrieve your your drone in your kilt, and you were testing how deep the snow was.
And I asked, my first question that I asked Mike was, why didn't you ask him if he had blankets on?
You know, that cold can be cured with some blankets. Just saying, there's a wise man I know of. He said it's all about the blankets you wear.
Our partridge, Sean and Claire hens. Yeah, I'm going to move on from that. Our partridge, Sean and Claire hens are amazing broodies. We don't own an incubator and hatched out 89 chicks last year. Wow. That's crazy. That's a lot. And then hash, yeah. So they're great moms, Thorhaven said. And they go broody too. Thank you guys. So
so I hope you guys have room for all of us when we invade for the Eastern Ontario Homestead Conference. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to make room.
You know what?
We'll
build some stairs. We have a 24 by 40 loft upstairs. We can off the rafters, we can hang blankets, Sean.
Everybody's gonna have hammocks. We got hammocks.
Yeah.
Our hammocks have hammocks.
Yeah. if y'all bring your own sleeping mat and don't mind roughing it, you can all come here.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. We'll we'll pitch or buy a bunch of hammocks. And we're gonna have full on hammocks up there.
Yeah, but hammocks aren't cheap.
We'll figure it out. We're gonna get hammocks.
The roof isn't even the attic's not even insulated though. But I mean, it'll be May. It's May 7th.
That's true.
So it won't be freezing. We can make an adventure out of it totally. We have, if we want to cram it in, we have 2 spots that are very small. And then anybody can. I mean, if you guys have campers or whatever, totally.
Which sucks because by next year I should have most of it done.
Right.
I'm hoping.
Hello, Leanne. How are you? Oh, I also want to give a shout out to Mennonite Farmhouse. So she is super close to reaching her hours. She's totally blown YouTube out of the water. If you haven't checked her channel out, go and check her out. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to her. Love her channel. And she is doing amazing with her channel and her videos and her thumbnails and everything. So definitely go check her out and help her get to her hours. I know how amazing this community has been for many of us, especially when it comes to the hours and supporting going forth. So I know I would like to see her get monetized here on YouTube as well, because she definitely has earned it.
And for all of those, and this isn't really for anybody who's currently watching, but for those who watch later, don't forget that like, the thumbs up, the share and subscribe, throwing comments in there.
Yeah.
Those always help your creators.
Yes.
Right. And like Darren and I were talking about, and Remy were talking about in the live the other night. Yeah. Don't forget to throw comments in there, throw questions in there, interact. It lets YouTube know that we are being watched,
right.
and you like us, so
We're
it pushes us out more.
Yes. They're talking back and forth, so. Oh, look at that. We have. Yeah, I'm just gonna block.
Oh.
I'm going to block that user.
Yes.
Can we eat garbage for dinner? We totally can eat garbage for dinner.
Yeah,
we just choose not
to. But McDonald's is quite far away.
Yes, McDonald's is an hour away. Try refreshing the page. That's okay. I'll just go by. Still have to. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of creators there. I know Annie's trying to come. Rem's trying to come. Who else? Thorhaven's coming. Hickorycroft. Us.
Yep.
There's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of people. So if you are going to that, then let us know in the comments.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Yeah. I'm just like, can we eat garbage? We sure can. I just blocked them.
And that's why we moved out, to the boonies.
Yeah.
We're going to try and grow our own.
Yes.
So we're not eating garbage. But,
Yes. Thank you to anybody that put those users in timeout as well. So I tried to, and it said an error occurred. So I'm sure somebody else did.
Yep.
I am so, I guess Bucket List is coming too. This is awesome. New internet, Austin. We're not.
I can't tell. It's an Apple phone. I don't know Apple.
Yeah, no, we're on our ExploreNet right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but wait, that might have been. I don't know how long we've been on the new.
Yeah, that's like 15 minutes old, so probably. Yeah, no, we were running off a hotspot. I put a cell booster in, and though it's not perfect, it was better than it used to be.
Hello, Miss Autumn.
Hey, baby girl.
That's our baby. So she had she was Miss Autumn was the one when, if you guys were live with us a few weeks ago, she dropped the bombshell on us that we're having another grandbaby. And so she had her first ultrasound today, and she sent me a picture, and I'm like, so
it kind of looked like it was looking back over its shoulder, like, what you looking at, fool? Was awesome.
I have a pair of, we should hurry up, we're 12 minutes behind.
Readers at hand everywhere I am.
Yeah.
You know what? My lovely brother-in-law had the same thing going on. And that's where I started picking it up from, because I was like, yeah, that's funny. I picked them up, tried them on, joking around. I'm like, oh.
Yep.
They worked.
We have some Chanticleer roosters. I might have to get one before we have to build the coop first.
Yes.
But we do, unfortunately, one of the Chanticleers was one of the two that we got from Hickorycroft, was one of the ones in the fox attacks. We still have one, but we've already said too, we're not getting any other chickens. That we definitely want.
I need to build a proper area for them, and then have a fenced-in pen for them around it.
Yeah.
So that they have a proper run, that they're safe.
Yeah. And we want heritage breeds going forward. So I'm not just going to hit spring fever and be like, give me chickens. That's what I want to do. But we are going to bring in heritage breeds only from here on out.
Yeah.
I'm really trying hard to make the numbers work here financially with Marilyn and Darren. It might be easier. There you go. Promise no more animals. Just the ones that are born here until we have proper setup. It's not fair to the chickens or to Mike or me, just to the chickens mainly.
That was probably when he's talking about Frozen, when it switched over.
Oh.
Yeah, her hotspot on her phone just turned off automatically. I don't know if it lost signal.
I don't know. Well, it lasted like 20 minutes. Might come home from Ontario with chickens. Maybe a goat too, Remy. I start my seeds when I look out the windows and still see snow. Yes. There you are. Okay, 4 out of 10. Very, very bad. Blurry now. Oh no, suddenly equality is like back to before. Yep. He's still built X. Okay, so I'm gonna try
I'm
to
built extra special, Autumn says.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're gonna try the tomatoes. If I go to the conference, maybe I'll have plants with me. That's awesome. Oh, hello, hello. How are you? Hope you're having a good night tonight. I'm doing great.
And then we've got another one.
It's probably already gone, but
Probably.
have we ever had 6?
Well, no, but we had 4 kids. With the 2 current grandkids.
Right.
I guess that is 6.
Right. Block user.
But 7's on the way.
They're out in True Force tonight.
Hey! You're not popular unless you have a hater or 3.
Yeah. Or your own child just lets you know how she
It's kind of
feels.
special. I don't know what you're getting at.
Garden huckleberry, let it ripen, can be bitter if too early. I've heard that. I heard it makes really nice jams and pies too. Garden planning is great thing right now more than ever. Yes, that's something that's on our agenda for this week.
Now, Darren, don't encourage my daughter. She don't need no more encouragement.
I don't think he's encouraging your daughter.
Akers, did you say prostate or frostate?
Frost date. Frost. I saw it. My God, Darren. Darren, are you into the alcohol tonight? Just asking for a friend.
The bits were a tad chilly. He's talking about Sean again.
I know someone who has lots of blankets. We uploaded a new video on TikTok of the progress of the trailer. I will have to go check that out. I am impatiently waiting until March 7th to start my seeds. I did start sweet potatoes for slips this weekend. Yes. So I tend to wait a little bit longer too, because I know we're technically considered a zone 4, but our particular little, like if you look real close on the map, we're 3 and 4 almost. So our area is more of a 3, sometimes a 4. Like last year, it was a 4, I think.
Out of 10?
Yes, out of 10.
Kind of like our quality.
Yeah. I'm afraid to go to your house now, Thor. Yeah, that's funny that you know what? Maybe we should try.
Well, it was only at 1 bar, and so I'm wondering if it just is not close enough to the.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I noticed too.
What?
Are the lights out outside?
No.
No?
No.
I'm wondering if one of the cats unplugged it. No, it's not. Yeah, because, well, now there's 2 bars.
Oh, I noticed when I was doing it off my laptop. Then when I put it right over there by the window, it was perfect the whole time.
Well, let's go put this over here. Okay, you get to the comments and I'll see if I can set
Okay. Okay.
Right. At least we know now if it disconnects, it just goes back to a 4.
That's why I quit. I quilt. You know what? I need to get back into my woodworking, so I have a hobby that I can do that doesn't require the interwebs and stuff like that. But I'll get there. I just gotta get all the stuff out of here so I can have my actual stuff. Tents. We can all do tents. Well, yeah, we can do tents.
In May?
It might be a little cold. That was around Mother's Day weekend when I took you last.
Okay, are we clearer again?
Well, we're connected again.
We're connected again.
Bam, we're back.
Okay, let's do a speed round.
Speed round.
Oh my, puppy farts.
Puppy farts. That's okay. I'm going to
give yourself a little glass. Here, just hold it. hold it.
Okay.
He's one arm bandit right now. Okay, there you go.
That's what I get. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you got.
That's
Okay. Cheers, everyone. I'll have a tea and he'll have a shot.
Kompai.
Oh my gosh. Loft sounds great to me. However, I think everyone else is scared now. Because of the loft or because of you?
I can actually probably have that insulated before then.
I quilt too. Little house in the big woods. I want to learn how to quilt. I've
You know
made
what?
simple things.
For Darren, skull.
I'll sleep with the goats if I have to. Anybody's more than welcome. We're just not fully set up. But anybody is more than welcome to come camp out here.
Yeah. We like a good party.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy. Again, hello, everybody. That is great. I only need 386 hours. Let's get it done, guys. Let's get her to her monetization.
Yes.
Yes. Let's get her
Yes.
there. That is so awesome.
Oh,
I will run you and comment and all that good stuff. And I'll learn a lot from you too, because I do watch your videos. I don't comment on them all the time, but I do watch them. And you have some knowledge, my friend. Thank you, Remy. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you're here. That's why you guys are like family. You're always trying to help out other people. That shows a lot about you guys are the best. Carmelo says hello. Well, thank you, Jeremy.
That's this community for you.
Yes.
I find everybody's always trying to help everybody out. And that's why we love our family. This is our YouTube family. These are our people.
Mm-hmm. Mi familia. I'm going to go back and binge watch Mennonite Farmhouse. Y'all supported the rest of us and you have some amazing recipes. She does. She has some air fryer. And because of her air fryer recipes,
we have an air fryer.
Yes, I'm just going to turn this. This is our newest addition. We ended up going with the Ninja. So I don't know if that was clear or not, but yes, and dehydrating and cooking and like everything. You have to watch some of her videos.
Mm-hmm.
If a moderator can post her channel, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, the only recipes I think I've made my own though, out of all my baking, has just been, well, no, I kind of modify everything when I start baking.
You do. He just made us dinner last night, yeah, and he made us some pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie pancakes. They were good.
I made pumpkin pie pancakes. I think my favorite one to date has still been my cinnamon and sugar cornbread with a cinnamon sugar glaze across the top.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
It doesn't last long though.
Hello, T-Han 141 Homestead. How are you guys tonight?
I'm surprised I'm not like 300 pounds. Like all the goodies I get into making.
Don't forget to share this out, everybody, so we can see
and
this.
comments, comments, questions in the comment section, all that good stuff. It all lets YouTube know that you like us. And, if you're looking at other content and other creators, same thing there. Yeah. You got to, that's how you support them.
Yep. The McDonald's up there sucks. The one in Bancroft totally does. What's not a bad one is the one in Madoc. It's not bad.
That's actually pretty good.
We don't go often, but I think we've been there less than a handful of times. And every time we've gone there, or maybe 2 handfuls, every time
coffee's good.
Yep. The coffee's good. The service is great. They've never messed up our order.
Nope.
But we don't go there often. So can you tag her page? Hopefully somebody has put her page.
That would be awesome.
Yes. Woohoo! That's awesome.
Hey!
Yay!
Got one more sub.
Yep. We are going to the conference, so that's awesome.
I can't wait to meet everybody there in person. I really can't.
Are you serious?
Just checking in. The Emergencies Act was just passed. We were watching online. Take care, everyone.
That's a whole other video.
Yeah.
Canada.
We could discuss that for hours.
I used to joke with Mike. I used to be like, yeah, guess what, buddy? Yeah, well, you are in the true north, strong and free now. Yeah, right. Sorry.
Keep my mouth shut. Keep
I
my mouth shut.
know.
Moving forward.
Moving on, moving forward. Don't.
All are welcome at our table. All are loved
There's
equally.
been plenty of conversations of us going back to Michigan. I don't think it could ever happen, but there have been plenty of conversations about us going to back to Michigan.
Yeah.
And so yeah. But
And like we've said before, we'll say it again. It doesn't matter what happens. All that matters is that we can all still, get along and enjoy one another's company and talk to one another. And if you can do that, then you've beaten them. You've beaten all the governments that are trying to like break us apart.
Yep. So I love everybody.
Well, I might not go that far.
I know you wouldn't. You are more than welcome, Leanne.
There's different kinds of love.
This little peanut was doing, here's another kind of love, grandbaby. This little peanut was doing some hardcore parkour.
This is my girl.
I'll see if I can send the video. Oh, I would love to see the video. Thank you for sharing her channel, Darren.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Hardcore parkour.
Yeah. We might take our trucks if we need to bring the animals or plants back.
Animals or plants.
Right?
That's awesome.
It was 50 out here today, but still a lot of snow. Yep, same. It was warm today. It really chilled out at night.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Oh, that's awesome. We will binge watch tomorrow while I fold laundry. I just subscribed. Woohoo! That's awesome.
Don't come to my channel hungry.
Yeah, I know. Don't. Seriously, though. Just followed Mennonite. Woohoo! That's awesome. And you know me enough to know that I'm always into the alcohol, even at work.
You know what? Technically, it's not day drinking if you just never stop.
Right. Are we? We're not clear, apparently. I can tell that why Dad and Thor get along. You're both goofy. My husband is retired military and says his days in tents are over. Yeah.
You know what? I have to say this. I had a close friend of mine over here that likes to go camping. He likes to go kayaking and, portaging. And he goes camping way out in the bush. Like he'll go on his kayak for hours, find a place, set up camp. And that's great. I have another buddy who wants to camp during the wintertime. He wants to do some hardcore stuff, like, living off the land, survival type stuff. And I looked at him like he was crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I can do it. I don't wanna, but I can do it. I don't wanna.
After sleeping on the hard mattress that we got with the trailer, I was done. Like, I do love camping in a tent. But I think I'd want a good sized mattress with me now. Yeah. But I do like tent camping. But I've also now been spoiled by a trailer, so I've never had a trailer before.
If you haven't done it yet, I know I should take you out camping one more time, and we'll get
just one more time.
Well, I'm only committing for one more time, and we'll do a hammock camp.
I would love that.
And they've got these hammock tents, and those are nice.
Can you believe that the only time I've been in a hammock is when we went to Mexico and we went off to the island?
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I've never really been in a hammock. I know.
All right.
I know. I was sheltered.
One more time.
I've sheltered myself.
Once more into the breach, dear friends.
Yeah. I'm surprised my husband's not 300 pounds.
For the amount of sweets I've ingested, I'm telling you, I'll get up and I'll be hungry. I'm like, I want to make something. And you know what? My go-to?
I don't get it because I eat half as much as you do.
I know.
And I don't eat a lot.
I know.
I think my problem is I don't eat breakfast, though.
What's my go-to when I start making something?
Sweet. Pancakes. waffles, French toast,
waffles,
muffins,
eggs.
cornbread.
No, not always sweets. There's savory in there too, because you can have like, breakfast sausages and eggs and hash browns. And breakfast is the best meal. Like second breakfast, third breakfast, noonsies, 1 o'clock. I'm just like, full on Hobbit style, man.
Right. Quebec Homestead, hope you're doing amazing. Are you guys going to the Eastern Ontario Homestead Conference? Everyone from the East is meeting at our place the Thursday before. That is awesome. That is awesome. More comments, the better on a live. Yes.
Mhm. Is it just on a live? I thought it was for all videos.
For any videos,
Yeah.
any kind of interaction
Yes.
is better, right?
Comments are always better.
Going to do an amazing Thursday night live. Yes. That didn't sound like that. Yes.
We should. It's 6 hours, but we could go.
But the conference is an hour from us.
We could literally take our house and drag it behind our car, our truck, up to there and back again. There and back again.
Wish I could stay and chat. I just got done my day, so I'm going to kick back with my man and relax. Much love. Have a good night. You're probably gone, but have a good night. The Madoc one has a crazy entrance over the creek with the big culvert for fish. Yes, it does.
It does.
I'm
and you can only turn one way.
Yeah, us too. My cheesecake video deserves more views than it's gotten. I explain 8 reasons why a cheesecake cracks. Huh. Well, I'll watch that one.
I'm a firm believer. So it's not how it looks.
It's how it goes. There's only, I don't like. Go ahead.
No, it's not appropriate.
Okay. I like. So I don't like the regular cheesecake. I like the one that my mom made growing up. Was it's like whipped cream and is it no, it's not whipped cream, Miracle Whip type and Philadelphia cream cheese, and you mix it together with a few other ingredients, and it's not fluffy, but it's not as dense as a regular cheesecake. And I don't like the dense cheesecakes. I like more of a fluffier cheesecake.
Okay.
Maybe I'll make it and show you.
I see the benefits of both.
Yes.
Denser cheesecake, it lasts a little longer because you actually eat smaller portions of it at a time.
Right? Maybe. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Thank you. Just sub to Mennonite Farm. Woohoo! Hello, Mr. Ethan. How are you? I pray every night for Canada. This Canada is not the Canada my husband put his life on the line for, and that's all I will say.
Absolutely.
Cheers. Same. Yep. I think everybody can agree. I'm just going to say it. Everybody can agree. We all want our lives to go back to normal, no matter what it is, no matter what you believe. We just all want our lives to go back to somewhat of what it was before. It's never going to be the same. I think we all need to see that. It's never going to be the same. This is going to affect us probably for the rest of our lifetimes, like our age, to a degree. Just like 9/11 changed everything, right? So something like this is going to change a lot of things as well. And so a lot of us just want to go back to how we were before. And I think we can do that. I just don't think it'll be on the exact same level. But yeah, I just subscribe and will definitely watch all of your videos. Need a good cheesecake recipe. That's awesome.
It's funny how that can be
yeah.
A topic of conversation. That's, where were you when 9/11 went down?
Yeah. Where were you when 9/11 happened?
I was currently in service.
Yeah.
I actually instigated the call, the alert call. For my section.
Yeah. Were you were in Japan at that time, weren't you?
Yep. I was stationed in Okinawa. And because of the time difference, it happened around dinner time. I was sitting down watching the news when it happened.
Right.
And then I had to initiate the alert call for my section.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Well, you did all the communications and stuff, right? So.
Well, I was also second in charge for our section over there at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to call my supervisor basically.
Hmm.
So I called the 7 in charge and instigated the alert call. And we were actually on ready status 4 times
Yeah.
to be deployed.
Yeah, because I think you said too. I mean, this kind of like this is doom. I think
Doom.
it's doom.
Doom.
I remember you telling me when I first asked you. I remember you telling me because we weren't together at that time. One of the hardest things for you was not being home because you were stationed in Okinawa, and so one of the hardest things for you was not being able to be home to feel like you needed to, like you felt like you needed to protect everybody, right? And
Mhm.
so that was really hard too. But
It's a double-edged sword though, because I was slated to get out on medical discharge, and it was heartbreaking for me
mhm,
leaving because I knew that I could probably go back, finish out the rest of my time on a permanent profile,
right,
limiting what I could do physically, but then
Becca.
I could be deployed with my team, and I knew then that they would be properly watched for.
Yeah,
Like I didn't know who was going to take my spot, who was going to watch my buddies' backs,
right.
and they become your surrogate family.
Yeah.
And I mean, to this day, like that's why I still play D&D with these guys, because it's like
It's
I
that family connection.
yeah,
It's yeah.
they're my brothers.
Well, I think too, the one thing I'm going to point out is although it was never the same again after that happened, it was never the same. A lot of things changed, a lot of things good, a lot of things I won't well, a lot of bad things happened that day, obviously, but we did hit a new normal. And so eventually, and so here we are. You know how long ago? It was 20 years ago, was it? It was about 20 years ago. Isn't that crazy? That's
21,
20 21.
21 years ago.
So
Well, not quite, because we're into 2022, so it'd be September, it would be 21
21
years ago.
years. And so here we are with the new normal, right? And before all of this stuff that happened the last couple of years. And so it can happen again. We just have to have that mentality and live with that mentality and work for that mentality, right? And Hickory Croft said it too. The best thing that we can do now is to reduce our dependency as much as we can.
hmm
And being homesteaders, even not being homesteaders, that's something you can do. Before we even moved out here, I was heavily because I promised myself if I cannot live differently in town, then I
hmm
don't have any right going out to live an hour away from anything. And so I practice. I changed the way I grocery shop. I practice gardening. Um, I started making a lot of things from scratch. I learned about medicinal remedies and or herbal remedies, and I learned about different things that were more natural. And I practiced them. I didn't just learn. I practiced them, and so I changed the way I grocery shop. I used to grocery shop on a week to week basis, and now, no. Even back then, like
hmm
I would stock up on the sale items and get things in bulk and make things from scratch. I remember learning, for example, instead of buying, I mean, I don't actually do this, but it's the only thing that's popping in my head. But instead of buying like taco seasoning, buying all of the ingredients that go into taco seasoning so that I have a diverse, I can make more than one thing with chili and paprika, and I can make multiple things by honing in on the one spice, right?
Which is funny because like I saw you going for all that. I have no, to this day I still have no idea what's in a taco seasoning. But I went the other way, because even though I knew some basics of like home maintenance, I had owned a couple homes at that point.
Hmm.
Um, I still was I had leagues and leagues to go, so I started asking questions. I started going out with a couple buddies. I built a couple makeshift decks and things like that. So I started delving into that side of it because I knew that's where I was going to end up. What?
Thor said, Mike, don't tell us your military stories. You were Air Force. No, he wasn't.
Camping from Mike is calling a holiday and making reservations. That is the Air Force too.
Oh.
That's hilarious. I was blown away. I was blown away because
You're welcome.
we had we had a barracks that was 3 stories high, and they have like ledges on each story. So they're like 4 foot wide almost on each story. And the Air Force like we would go out, rain or shine, you're training, right? Like
Mhm.
that's it. And if it ain't raining, you ain't training. And you get out there and you just like running in the rain, doing all sorts of dumb stuff. The Air Force would literally run under canopy for their training if they were when they were in basic. I was dying. Like, are you joking?
Hey, you never.
No.
No.
And the reason I say this, and I said it to my drill sergeants when I was in basic, I grew up on military stories from my grandfather. So when my grandpa went to basic training, it was kind of like, when you look at the old movie Stripes or something and they get yelled at or they get beat up or whatever.
You shelter me from that too.
They could.
I don't.
You've never seen Stripes?
Mm-mm.
We are watching Stripes tonight. Okay, so it's one of the best movies.
Maybe I have. I just don't
anyway.
know it by its name. I don't know.
Anyways,
Monday Night Live.
so I yelled at I yelled at the drill sergeants for it because I grew up on all this, and I went in, and the drill sergeants, I don't even know if they could cuss at us at that time. Like they couldn't swear. I was so astounded. I'm like, this is supposed to be my crucible, my trial by fire, my never mind. I'm serious. I went in. Can I have my arm back?
Yeah, sure. Autumn said, "Where's my Hobbit house? We have all the materials, but you have to come build it."
That's on the docket.
We'll be at your guys' place on Friday night. We'll build a fire, right, Darren? We'll build a nice fire with some wet wood.
We're going to do this.
Okay, I'll have to do a live. I think this is going to be like a pretty epic thing. And I think if we start promoting it on our channels too, maybe a lot of people will want to come. And I think if we push for this and we make it bigger, maybe we can make it eventually, not this year, but eventually, like the Homesteaders of America.
Yeah, they could be huge. Really cool. It'd be like Burning Man or something.
Homesteaders.
Like everybody wants to go.
Yep.
We'll have raves and stuff.
I think I'll have another drink for Canada. You know what? I think I'll have one too. Oh boy. Is this the apple stuff?
Yeah. You're going to drink like straight apple whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not bad.
Not bad until it goes down. It actually tastes pretty good. I don't like alcohol.
I mean, it's not peanut butter whiskey like Thor was drinking the other day, but I couldn't find it when I went into the LCBO, so I got apple.
Next week, I think we will all be. I'm already half in the bag.
What? Come on.
No, I'm not.
Next week, LOL, I think we'll all be videoing that weekend.
Oh,
yeah. Yes. Can you imagine everybody running live at once? We'll crash the towers.
Hello. How are you, Dave?
The Black Knight is in the house.
What was that?
It's a Monty Python thing. The Black Knight.
Okay.
Just butterflesh wound.
Thank you. Also, Darren sharing his recipes. It's not like he hasn't been
the bacon cheeseburger dip.
Yeah. There won't be a return to normal. Impending doom is our near future.
Doom. There he is. Doom, Mr. Doom. He's Dr. Doom.
Thanks for making me drool all afternoon. Oh my. Stupid Doom. Oh, we're that far behind already.
Yep.
My husband was the first part to go to Astan. He helped build the camp. He did 4 tours there. Wow.
Thank you for your service in the sandbox.
Yes.
Well, Ottawa, you will never find a more reached hive of scum and villainy. I think that was wretched, but he put reached. It must have been a correction. We must be cautious. Movie quote of the day, so fitting.
I was going to say, I've never heard you be so doomy before.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
When 9/11 happened, I was mucking horse stalls and said, wow, it's on now. And finally, the military accepted me, but refused to deploy me since I wasn't a kiss ass. I tell you that story sometime. we'd like to hear it.
You'd fit in with
Where-
my buddies.
I was actually a PSW at the time of 9/11, and I was with one of my favorite clients of all time, and we had just showered her, and we went to go sit back down after, you know, she was all taken care of, and I went to make her comfortable in her chair, and the news was still on, and we both just like jaw dropped. She's like, sit down, just sit down with me. And so I ended up staying with her an hour longer because she just felt like she was alone, right? And so not that I'm obviously not glad that it happened, but I was glad that I was with her when it did. I really was. Yes, okay, so no more doom. Doom. Each time you say doom, I hear a sound like it Rebels of Star Wars. Like it Rebels of Star Wars. The wolf we're calling. That's a you. I don't know anything.
We're calling Khan that. Wait, no, Kenan. The wolf.
Huron Church Road is a fort from 401 to Detroit. Huh. Huron Church Road is a fort from 401 to Detroit.
And that would be probably 45 minutes from my dad's, roughly.
Detroit?
Yep.
Yeah, Detroit from Flint is about that, yeah.
Depending on not just traffic, because traffic isn't huge in Michigan, but our state flag, construction.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I know where we were wasn't so bad. We were, unless we got on the highways, right?
Yeah, no,
There's
but
always construction
yeah,
on the highways.
the I-94 corridor and
Always.
the 475 corridor are always under construction, like perpetual construction. It's nuts. The orange cone is permanent.
Yeah, and so are the potholes. The potholes are horrible.
Oh, potholes to make you apologize to your car. Like you're like, I am so sorry. Like you get Canadian to your truck or car
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah, if you've never like talked to your vehicle, you will after living in Michigan.
Ooh, it's like your soul leaves your body for a moment. You come back and you apologize immediately to your car. Like, I am so sorry, honey. I did not see that one.
I just have to say, Angie and Mikey don't look old enough to be grandparents. I like to give credit to Nivea cream, but I never use Nivea cream. So I did when I was younger, because my grandma who's still with us, she does not look her age, and neither does my mom. Like, I mean, obviously we get a little bit older, but so I get the genes from them, I think. I don't think I look 44, but I don't think I look 25 either. So I don't know how old I look. How old do I look, guys?
I won't even say how old I feel.
I know. When people ask me how old I am, I'm 29.
I am,
always.
I am my own band. I make noises every time I move or bend over. What do you got?
9/11 was I was at university, had just gotten class. Yep.
It's a moment for everybody that you will never forget.
You will remember where you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Math class, the professor was livid. Yeah, I'd say so. I'm keeping you running while we eat supper. Thank you. I was in college for 9/11. Seems surreal, kind of like this past weekend. Yep. Doom.
Which is funny because I only joined the military because I was having a child. I dropped out of my second year of college because I was having my first child and I needed a career or like steady income.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back at it, I probably should have continued. But yeah, that would have been a different life. Totally different life.
You know what? Everything leads you to where you're supposed to be. And if you had stayed in the military, who knows? Maybe you wouldn't have found your soulmate.
It crafted me into who I am today.
Aren't we lucky?
Oh, I'm going to need a top up.
No. Are you in any pain?
Nope.
No. So then you don't need any more, right?
I mean,
yes. Oh. Yes, he's back to his, if you guys weren't here in the beginning, he's back to his sling. He can't even open a cupboard right now. So
Yeah, it's fun.
Yes, restrictions are dropping everywhere. In 2 months, things will be back to normal. Don't worry. Let's all stay positive.
Now, Little Homestead, you were asking Mennonite to tell us what they ate
Oh,
and stuff.
I think they just went to dinner.
You know, it's one of those things that you're gonna have to take like the picture of it and post it and say this is what we ate, and like you
I
gotta take
know.
16
I wish I
pictures
had half her skills,
because
honestly.
the lighting wasn't right in this angle, so it's like
You just realized you were clear again. Yes, we went back to the hot spot.
sorry. I'm gonna see my ugly mug.
Yeah.
Do agree about
but
restrictions, but it's a possibility of a lot worse coming. History doesn't have a lot of happy power grabs. You know, that's the problem. Looking
Yeah.
back at history, then you end up just, hollering out doom, doom, because every time a government has made a power grab, they are very resistant against relinquishing said power.
Relinquishing.
Mm-hmm.
You sure you're okay on the whiskey? You need another?
I ain't
Look at
driving.
you. You're using the wall for support right now.
I ain't driving. Pour me another.
I was reading comments. That would be good, Angie. Have a regular thing where we can all get together. I would love that. I truly would. Yep. I would
I love
love.
it.
Yep.
You know what? Even if this falls through, we're gonna make something.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a party.
What falls through?
Like if
I
like
think she was talking about, or they were talking about the homesteader conference.
that's what I was talking about.
Okay.
Even
Yeah.
if like it doesn't continue, we should do something.
Well, I know they didn't have one last year because a lot of stuff was unknown. But they were doing them before. I just think with all of us coming together like this, I think it's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger every year, especially if we all, kick it around on YouTube, promoting it to not just homesteaders, but to the subscribers, right? To everybody that's watching. And if they're local, they'll make it to come out too, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, Autumn, I think
Yeah.
because you guys have got the cookie, you can come across.
Yes. Well, yes. But first of all, that's nobody's business.
I don't care. I just
I
want my
don't care.
babies.
I understand that. But
I
that
want my
no,
babies.
I know. And that is yeah, okay. Are you okay?
I'm fine now.
Okay. Okay. That's where my heart is killing me right there.
I know.
But
I know I'm playing silly and everything, but seriously, I miss my kids bad. But what parent doesn't really?
name 5 times the government took emergency powers and gave them back voluntarily.
Name one.
Upon mention of Monty Python, I pressed the like. Oh, we like that you pressed the like. My mom turned 70 in April and we wanted to surprise her, but the person tests are insanely I'm sure that meant PSR tests. Yeah, PSR tests are insanely expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, since they stopped providing for them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was 18, I went down to Downsview to sign the dotted line. They told me to go away. Christian had just brought in equal opportunity employment and I was a white male. Bye-bye.
Get out.
9/11 happens and then they're all like anyone, but due to being in the reserves, you had to be a kiss butt or totally dedicated to the reserves. Since I had a full-time job, I couldn't dedicate. Yeah.
Interesting.
The highway sounds like the Route 81 in Pennsylvania. It's been under construction since the 80s. I had more experience than others who joined the reserves.
That's crazy.
I am 62 and I feel great. See, Mike? We can feel great.
I do too.
We
right
can.
now?
Yeah, right.
I feel great. So
hello, Amanda. My husband was on the wait list for 2 years before he was finally accepted. Wow. Angie, I look 28 and Mike looks 5 years younger than me and I'm 38. Oh, you cradle robber. Oh.
Back off. She's all mine.
Okay. what I always say to people. I'm like, back off, ladies. He's all mine. You're 38, Rem's family. I'm not the youngest. I'm 39. Oh, you guys were saying that Chris was the baby in the live the other night. He's not. Remy's younger.
Yep.
Marilyn is 37. She is 29. Party. Mike lost a tie rod on Telegraph Road. 9/11 worked at a casino in Windsor, and F-16s flew down the Detroit River. Wow. That would have been a sight to see. Yeah. It's Chris. But the three of us are all around the same age, 37, 38, and 39. Mike is your senior. Yes, Mike is.
When did I become that one?
No, I think Darren. Darren's the senior.
I think he is.
Darren is the senior. But Mike is not 38 or 39. Mike is 45. He's 45. And I'm 29. I'm 44. But I'm losing my hair, and I have what's left is white. That's okay. Monty Python theme party.
I've got the night costume.
We should do that here.
You got to get the black night costume. We're gonna show up. That'd be awesome. We'll spend like the whole day just recreating scenes from Monty Python.
That'll make some videos.
Oh,
we had sloppy joes with homegrown beef and sauce from tomatoes and peppers I grew last summer. Home canned green beans, hand cut in the
air fryer.
Cut fries in the air fryer, and slice of bread with marmalade.
Oh, I like the marmalade at the end. That's like a nice touch.
Age doesn't really matter, though. There are so many other important factors. Age is low on the list. What do I say? I'm 29 with 15 years experience.
It's the mileage that you put on, I think.
Well, I gotta go, everyone. It was nice. I will keep it playing for watch time. Thank you, Remy. I hope you have a wonderful night. We will catch up soon. Bucket list is also heading out. 5 a.m. does come early. Okay, puppy.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we should crash for the night.
But look at this girl. She is no longer, since it's clear.
She's trying to get me.
She's
trying to get to me.
Right here. Yeah, you are no longer a puppy.
I know. Here you go. Puppy time.
Yep. Night, Remy. Good night.
Okay. I think we should cash it in. We're not even caught up yet.
I'm barely younger than Angie.
We both saw this.
We did. Angie is young at heart. We would need some coconuts. Oh, for the Monty Python, is coconuts involved?
Yeah, because they didn't. It was a joke that
I'm being schooled again.
They didn't have the production budget
funds. I was gonna say,
so they couldn't afford horses, so they just had somebody walking behind them, going click, 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 like the horse's hooves.
Okay, get down. Black Knight. Who will be Mr. Creosote?
I'm not sure yet.
I don't know. Do a Zoom.
Do a Zoom.
40 and 46 at the moment here. 29 always, right?
Raptor Ranch. I'm 62. Okay. I'm not the oldest in the house.
59 get to apply for CPP. You young people keep working. I guess the kids are in the barn. They're like, what, 10 feet from us in a stall?
Literally.
48 here, you youngins. You don't look a day over 45. I'm just kidding. But we are all caught up on our comments now, and I think it is time. An hour and 20 tonight. Look at that. That's pretty
See, all
awesome.
you need is a bit of whiskey.
Yeah.
Put a little whiskey in her, and then time goes by.
So I'm going to end on this note. I always say, until next time, take care and God bless. And I'm going to still end with that. But what I want to put out there into this world, this is totally unrehearsed, and it's just something I'm going to say. No matter on any subject, I think there's always going to be a common ground in no matter who you're talking with, even if you don't agree. There's always a common ground somewhere. And if your purpose is to find that common ground with somebody, then I think there would be a lot less, well, no, I'm right. And I understand that things can be doom, for lack of better words right now, in your heart, and you feel strongly that you're right. But you know what? I think when it comes to this situation, both sides feel that right now. And so if all of us come into it with thinking, I'm right, no, I'm right, no, I'm right, no one's ever going to get anywhere. So the common ground, I think, is a lot of people want their lives back. And I'm not saying that one side or the other, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I do, is right. But there is a time to stand your ground. There is a time to be strong. There is a time to not let go of your beliefs, but there's also a time to be quiet. And there's also a time to rise up. And there's also, yeah. So anyways, just be kind to one another and understand that you help me out here. You know my words better than my brain.
Yes. If you can actually sit down and have a conversation and realize going into the conversation that you can't apply logic to an emotional response, and therefore you
Exactly.
can't have a reasonable and a reasoning conversation with somebody when you're dealing with emotion. So if you can take your emotion out of it and listen diligently to the other person's argument and points of view,
Yeah.
either one of two things are going to happen. You'll find common ground, you'll agree to disagree, or somebody's mind can be changed and or heart.
Yep.
You never know.
I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I've seen it personally where, so many people are into their own way, their own belief, and nobody gets anywhere. But if you just took time to talk to that person, for example, I will say this quick story. I was so set in my own way, and I still take time to listen to others, and I still try to think about the shoe on the other foot and where they're coming from. And I had a conversation with this person, and this person opened up to me and told me why they feel the way they feel about certain things. And I had no idea that this person was going through some of the things that they were going through. So in their mind, they were thinking the right way because of things that truly affected them, and it would affect me too. And by talking to that person, we found a common ground just by just listening. And yes, there is a lot of scary times going on right now. Yes, there is a lot of people that are hopeless right now, no matter what side of the fence you are on. But I'm very passionate in trying to find that common ground. And someone's got to start. Think of it like a marriage. If you're constantly button heads back and forth and you just want to give up, someone has to start being the better person, right? Somebody, if not, you're just going to keep button heads. But if someone, like say Mike and I are fighting, I'm a very visual person, so I have to use this. Say we're fighting and we just can't come to an agreement, and we keep fighting to the point of it's almost the end. Well, unless him or I start doing something nice for the other person, then we're never going to see the reason that we fell in love with them to begin with. So if we don't start doing something different, because what we're doing is not working. And if we don't start doing something different, no matter what side of the fence you land on, then it's always going to be this way. There's always going to be division. And it's not one side or the other's fault. It's everybody's fault that wants to not take the time to listen. And I'm going to end on that note. I love everybody. I love and respect everybody's choices because everybody has their own reasonings. End of, not rant, because that wasn't a rant, but I just, love.
I'm going to do that whole end scene thing.
And
end scene.
End scene.
Aw, Bella, thank you.
That's Miss Kelly.
Really?
Yeah, look. Thank you, Miss Kelly.
Aw.
I know that was you. Okay, we'll read the comments and then we will go. Okay, so there is always a common ground, and most of us just want to live a decently happy and comfortable life, no matter where we are from or what we believe. Totally. There's always common ground, even if
If
it's thinking the other guy's an idiot. Just be nice. Yep. Hi, Mud.
When you get to that point, just remember,
Yeah.
you can't fix stupid.
Right.
You can only put
No,
it on
no.
TV. No.
Okay, you know what, ladies? Don't back off. Y'all can have them.
We always, that's why we keep going back to it. We
hello from
love
Brazil. That's
everybody for
awesome.
their differences
Hi,
and your
Daniel.
beliefs. And you know what? Good for you. We're here. We're in your corner. Whether we agree with you or not, we're still in your corner.
Yeah, try and stay strong and be kind. And if you don't agree to disagree. Angie, exactly. Yes, but there's Darren. I'm
Except
usually
for Thor,
right.
I'll be standing by his side, trying to drink his
Yes.
drink.
Humans have emotions, compassions, and can empathize, but entities don't have, or entities don't have that.
Entities love and power and money.
Mhm.
Don't let others rule you.
Divide. Darren is always right.
Well, I gotta say, I guess I still gotta try the
No,
peanut butter whiskey.
I'm usually right. Or preach it, sister. Women always right.
I know, baby. You gotta go out. I'll let you out.
I'm on the trucker's side.
I will let you out.
We went to Ottawa.
I will let you out.
What's Darren? Did you like
El Camino?
Yeah. I don't.
Somebody had it as an El Camino.
You have trouble to make, Chris. You have trouble to make an answer simple, but that makes you. Thank you for all your love and kindness. You're an awesome couple to live beside. And so are you. And I got to come see, I was going to say, I got to come see the piglets. And I said, no, I got to go see Kelly. I got to go see Kelly. Mia Familia. Yes. I wanted the last comment. You can't fix stupid. You guys have an amazing I've never found a middle ground. Then try putting the shoe on the other foot. Maybe that one might work better for you.
You know what? I always try to
good night.
I always try to put myself in the same place every time I enter into a conversation. Like Socrates said, a wise man knows he knows nothing. And the more you learn you don't know. And so always go into a conversation hoping that you'll learn something new.
Yes. Yes.
Anyways, good night, guys.
Good night.
As always, take care.
Yes, all of you guys are awesome sauce. Hope you have a great night, everyone. Good night. Okay. Love you guys all. And on that note, until next time,
take care
and God bless.